Chapter 1. A warning to beginners. In England, every day is different. You must understand that when people say England, they sometimes mean great bright. England is cold in ways. Sometimes the unique kingdom. England is cold ways in Northern Ireland. Sometimes the British is Island. England is called West Northern Ireland in the Republic of Ireland, but never use England. Oh, Sunday in Europe, the poorest person wears his best clothes in life of the country because happy, bright, and colorful on Sundays is in England that richer people orders other clothes in the country because dark and sad. In Europe now nobody talks about the weather. In England, you have to say nice days. It is about 100 times every day, or people think you are a bit boring. In Europe, you have Sunday newspapers, grain and strange country. You had Sunday newspapers. Oh, Sunday. Oh, European bus, the dry use, the bill if you cause to drive or pass a bus stop, we can stopping. In England, you use the bill when you want to bus to stop. In Europe, people like their cash, but in England they love their cash more than their family. In Europe, people and good food. In England, people take the good man people that good manners is at the table and more important than that the food you had to eat. The English bad food, but they say it lasting good. Um, in Europe, import people skate loudly and clearly. In England, they learn to speak so slowly and cooling, cooling, so you cannot understand. Understand. Um, in Europe, clear, uh, clear people show that they are clear But about Aristotle, Horace, and Montague in England, only stupid people trying to show how clever they are. The, the only people once thought about like in the Great Britain are those you had no resident in Europe. Almost every country, big or small, fish wants to show they are the best. The English find was and going they say people what did they are to bees. The English are learning now which country is really the best. Europeans grant and Kewans had angry instead of them English use like waiting in the train. Problems in Europe, l- people are in their own honest with you or they live to you in English people um, almost no or no almost never lead but they are almost never get honest with you already manate Europeans dig that live in the game. The English dig creating in the game. Share want interest in people. This part on the of the boot tell you want in to introduce people to other people. Most importantly, when you introduce Starling, do not say their news so that the other person is able to hear it. Usually, this is not a problem because nobody can understand your accent. If somebody somebody introduces you to Australians, there are two important rules to following. If he pulls out his hat to shake yours, do not take it. Smile and wait. When he stops trying to shake your heart, try to shake it. Repeat this game all after on immediate Q deposit that will be 2 months. Amusing part of your afternoon or evening. Once the introduction are finished and your next friend is at is your arguments. What are you do? What are you do? But do not forget, he does know really want to know, to hear. It does no matter if you are went or if you are dying of an steroid illness. Don't known as answer. Your conversation with beat like this. Hit. How do you do? You quite good, quite good. Can't no split. Very wet. Let foot urs a bit. Here's a bit. Want or do smash problems. A conversation like this is in English unforgivable. When you when you meet somebody, never say, please tell me you. English people did this is very rude. And and one understood thick dude knockout working lawyers, teacher, doctor, dentist, or shopkeepers. Doctor, everybody knows that the little owner doctor means that you are on center European. It is not I got the to be on center European in England, so you do not want people to remember. And sharply treat that weather. This is the most important subject in the land. In Lurant, people say he is the type of person will take about the weather to show that somebody is very boring. In England, the weather is always an interesting exit subject and you must be got taken about it. Sharper, for example, for conversation. Nising day is it beautiful. The sound it wonderful. Yes, wonderful. It is. It's so nice and hot. I think it's so nice when it's whole, is it? I really love it. Don't you? At third they it. It is unprinting. The right. The right? I don't like the right. Just dig at day like this at violent and it rains in the morning. That a bit of sun song at the rain all day. And remember the summer you day. It 1936. Yes, and remember too, or was is 1928. Yes, is what? Or in 19 treaty night. Yes, that's right. Now look in the last sentence of the conversation. You can see a very important root you must always agree with other people when you take about the weather. It is brilliant and sanguine, and the wind in knocking one train. And someone said, "Nice day is it?" Others immediately it is wonderful. Let this conversation be hard. You can use the ha and hind and hind if you repeat this conversation every day for the rest of your life in the boxy. In the people we think you are clever, polite, and amusing. Listen to the weather reports on the radio, and you will hear different weather report of for different people. Where is always a different report for farmers. For example, just heard tomorrow it will be cold and cold. There will be lot of rain. When then immediately after this you hear weather report for farmers, and it will be brings and wars, and there will be a lot of sunshine. Farmers do import for war from the countries some they need better weathers, you say. Unless the rain tell you that it is missing day, but the you loot. And on Cindy, on Cindy, and see that it is rain or is smoking. Sometimes the rain say it is a rainy day, and you say that the sun is shining brightly. This is not because this is not because the waiter people had made and mistake is it because they had report the rent waiter at they want is to be, but there's some waiter for under. for under part of the world's movies in across brands and genres and whether picture in British weather has to miss with foreign weather and like these are not looking very good. Uh, yeah, very good. Sure, proper fight. So now we can and saying what you mean. For foreign had so the English don't know how so in Europe you think many people would lose say. This is so the word skin also belonged to the Island people. Islam are usually very diggers. They say thick like thick sometimes and I am unhappy and sometimes I am so sad. Can you explain why you cannot explain the not tree? Or perhaps they say I want to be in the sun under please. Not hard. No, don't not say it like you to be in some other place too. All this is very there. It is so used, so but the English had no so. Instead, they say less than they meet. For example, is an European but wants to tell and greet that Hitler's her the house down on is next and tell her she is waster most beautiful and wonderful person in the world. She had sometime some teeth in her Sunday special, and he cannot live one more time without her. Sometime to meet all these cute Claire. He showed himself this happens every day in European countries where people have sold. In England, the boy puts his hat on the great shoulder and security yours and right you now. Is he really lost her? They say, and really cute like you in fact. If he was to marry and greet, he'd say want you? If he has to speak with her and say, shall we? Chapter 16. Thing once answer I go to read with lemon and sugar. It tastes very pleasant, but the Britons they seem to put cool milk and no sugar into it. They made is the colors in and tantalus. It the hand, hands of the English. Did because an unpleasant dried no drink light dirty water, but they sure call it the thing. Tea is the most important drink in Great Britain and Ireland. You must never say, I don't know want a good of time, or people with think that you very strange and very forgiving. In an English hut, you had a pulse of time at 5 o'clock in the morning when you are still trying to explain. It's your friend's breath. Just good of the thing and you care for you is great morning spring. You must not say, I think you are most looking to meet up and eat light to show to you. You must sleep your best 5 o'clock. Me and say that's you so much. I do love I could often is this time for the morning where you friends let me the rooms. You can draw the thing down the tailor. Then you had the four breakfast. You had it at 11 o'clock. Um, eat in the morning, then after lunch that you had take it at the time about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The after suppers and again at 11 o'clock at night. You must drink more could often eat. The washing is hot. It is close. Is you are trained. It's anybody picks you are turning it you are. Um Afraid after you's good of you is you are on is you had use return how is you want a cube is you do not want a cube is you had not had a cube for some time is you had use had a good you must not follow my example. I sleep at 5 o'clock in the morning. I had coffee for breakfast. I drink black coffee again during the day. I drink screening in usual sex with no meal and tea. take time. Had this funny forget once, and my poor Phoebe. One was answer would English woman now has them too. I'm sorry to say, Sherper 7 said European men and women had seen livings English men in the woodman had hot other water. Chapter 8. The language. When I'm really in England, I don't that I went English. After it's bit hard, are unders and readings and they no you understand 1 4. I my friend with I learned it I live of the language, but after 7 years never I could never use it is reeling with this is sad. But nobody speak English perfectly. Remember that this 500 words, the ordinary English amount. Using most are not all the words in the language you can learn under 5,000 and under 50,000 words after that, and you will skip it. Under 50,000 you have never heard of. No, nobody has heard of them. Is you live in England for a long time, you with the very surprised to find that the word nice is not the only adjective in the English language. For the French 30 years, you don't know me to learn or use any other adjective. You can say that the weather is nice and restaurant is nice. Mirrors, mirrors, sun and sun is nice. Master, sun and sand. Closer are nice. You have a nice time. Angle this with bit very nice. You must decide about your asset. You will have you forgive. Answer and really but many people like to miss is with under. Answer. I net a police yet what had an strike this iris. Answer. People talking he was very interesting. That easy way to show that you had a good answer. Us or no forget answer is to hold a paper of paper or cigar in your mouth to speak. Door, door you can take and finish. Or you sentencing with no with that question it people with no understand you but they will think that you probably speak very good English. It, sorry. Meaning for English, try hard to speak with Oxford accent. The city of Oxford has a famous university. If you had an Oxford, Sam, people think that you miss with clear people and that you are very intelligent. Put an Oxford and sing horse. You trying and it's hard to use them at the time. Sometimes you can forget to use it. Speak with you forgetting answer and then there you are. People will launch and youth. The best ones to look clear is to use a long words or score. The words are often all Latin and Greek words, which the English language has taken in many forgets, had learning Latin and Greek in school, and they fit that. It is much easier to learn these words than the much shorter English word. These words are usually very look and making yourself very intelligent. When you take checkers and postmen, but the careful with all these low words. They don't know always either some meaning as they answer at it lighting or grain. When you note all the long words, remember to learn so short on the two. Finally, there are one important this to remember. Don't not forget that it is much easier to work in English than to speak Spanish, speak English, because you can write words without of forgetting accent on a bus or in the street. It is better to speak in good grammar than to show lighting in bad English. Anyway, in this language, business is not easy. After 8 years in the country, a very kid woman told me the other day, you speak with a very good accent, but without any English. Used to comparison. In affirmative. It is used at all about past habits or situations that are not the truth anymore. For example, I used to play soccer. Used to negative. It is using to say to say the something was not the habit in the past. For example, I think used to like coffee. Used to interrogation is using to ask about past habits. For example, did you used to play video games? Comparison. In comparison, used to compare do think that are good in some way. For example, my iPhone is fast as yours. And present perfect continuous is using to about the action that start in the past and are sealing the happening now. Um, Structure is the subject had, has, been, verb, ing. For example, I had been studying for for 2 hours. Um, is a simple present passive and affirmative. It used to talk about the action in the present when the focus is on the action, not the person. What then does it? For example, paper is made for words. Uh, in negative, used to say the something is not done in the person. For example, paper is not made for plastic. An interrogation is it's using to has about the action in the person in the passive form. For example, is coffee growth is Brazil. The second conditional used to talk about urine or magic situation in the present or future. For a structure, la structure is past simple, bold, or that's better. For example, if I had $1 million, I went travel the world. Past simple, when the original sentence in the present simple, the chance to pass simple in the report speech. Indirect structure, indirect, subject más ver en present. En report, subject más say, that, más subject más ver en past. For example, in direct, she say the like pizza. In report, she say that the liked pizza. Uh, in the past continua. In the past continua, the original serve in the present continua. In shares, in the share to past continua. For example, and direct, he say, I am studying. And report, and he sign that he was a student. Thank you.